Hey everyone, it's your girl Michelle. I wanted to start by doing my first YouTube video. So it's my first YouTube video. Yes. So I wanted to start by doing some environmental tips that we could just keep while we're here. And just to kind of qualify myself, I consider myself an environmental scientist and advocate. I do environmentalism for the people. So one thing that I want to focus on today are ways and tips that you can be more environmentally friendly during this COVID-19 outbreak, and ways that you can be more environmentally friendly in your home. So I hope to come up with more and more tips that are more useful. If you have tips that you think are useful, I could feature them in another video, or you could leave them in comments below. I just want to say thank you for even coming to my channel and listening to what I have to say. But I think a lot of us, we have a lot to say from the things that we've been educated on in our experience. So I just want to do that. So if you would like to join me along this journey on giving your tips of what would be helpful during this time, then please do. So yeah, with that, I'll get right to the tips. My first envy tip is to get rid of vampires. So vampires in your home are things that use up electricity even when you're not using them. But I found that some ways that I can save money is by unplugging stuff and making sure they're just not sucking energy that they don't need, because even when you aren't using those appliances, they are still sucking up energy. I unplug all of the lights, kitchen appliances such as blenders, toasters, rice cookers, pressure cookers. I unplug those things. And since a lot of time we're going to be spending a lot more time inside, it's really good to try to reduce your bill in every way that you can, because now that we're inside, there's going to be little changes that you'll see in your electricity bill. And with that means that you shouldn't leave your phone plugs in overnight. So I know a lot of people like to do that, but really the best way to charge your phone is to charge it until it's completely charged and then let it drain itself. So envy tip number 2 is for people in warmer climates. Right now I am in a warmer climate and this is a life that I love. So one of the things that you can do in a warmer climate is, for any of the rooms that you're not in, make sure that the blinds are closed. So a lot of times the sunlight will come in and it will heat up your home, right? So super efficiency, our homes kind of act like a greenhouse where it's able to heat in when it comes in through the glass and through the windows. So one thing that you can do is to make sure if there's a room that you're not in, make sure the blinds are closed. Another environmental habit that I have also to help with this is to, when you're in hotter temperatures, to increase the AC. So what do I mean by that? By increasing the temperature. So in my home, I just increased the temperature from 75 to 77 degrees. So the AC is not pumping as hard during the day. So during the day, I leave the temperature up a little bit higher. And then when it comes to night, I drop the temperature down. So later tonight, I'll drop the temperature down to 75 degrees. But again, you want to save money, and AC is one of the most expensive things on your bill. It is definitely from the AC, from that constant pumping all of the air through the house. And so for my people in colder climates, one thing that you can do is to actually do the opposite, which would be to allow sunlight to come into your house. So during the day, opening up those blinds to make sure you heat your home, because I know heating costs are the same with AC. They're very expensive. That's where most of your money is gonna go towards that heating cost. And similarly, for heating costs, another thing that a lot of people don't think about that actually will cost you a lot on your bill for heating is your long hot showers. So long hot showers are gonna increase the energy that's expended, and it's again the boilers having to heat up. So that's another way that you incur energy expenses in your house. So what you can do is to have shorter showers. So if you take 20-minute showers, which I know a lot of people do, 10-minute showers, if you take 10-minute showers, 5-minute showers, really reduce the time that you take showers. And trust me, you can get clean in that same amount of time. Really just bop, bop, bop. But doing what's good for your hygiene and your self-care, but also just thinking about ways that you can kind of conserve, not only to save your money, but also to be considerate of the environment as well. So my last environmental tip, which is tip 3, which I'll probably feature in more videos again, is to not throw away flushable wipes into the toilet. So wipes that we use for makeup remover and different things like that, those wipes are actually really detrimental to wastewater treatment. So that is my specialty. I specialize in wastewater treatment. So these wipes will clog pipes, and a lot of times these pipes will burst. And another unintended side effect that can happen from using flushable wipes or makeup wipes like that is that they get caught in the wastewater treatment system, so they're not able to effectively treat the wastewater, which in the end can end up really bad because the water cycle is pretty cyclical. So one thing to consider is that when you use those wipes, to actually just throw them in the trash rather than throwing them down the toilet, because although they say they're flushable, they're not like toilet paper where they would break up. Instead, they get caught in these what we call grit screens, and they really hamper the process of wastewater treatment. And trust me, that is not something that you want during this time. So as we've seen, there are a lot of essential workers, and that includes wastewater treatment people and people who come to pick up your trash. So I think by making their jobs easy would include not using those flushable wipes. And we're all in this together. Thank you for tuning in to my first YouTube video. Like I said, I'm just super excited to do this. Yeah, so thank you for joining me here, and I will definitely come out with more tips and more different things. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks. Bye.